tighter. This dynamic says it all. You're the curator and I'm your animal. Feel like I'm sinking underwater. Feel like I'm going over the falls. My mind spins faster and faster. My heart is bursting through the wall. And just for once I wish we'd stop and smell the roses, instead of dreaming of things we miss. Elysian fields could be right under our noses, and rapture at our fingertips.
Hello people, welcome again to the Champions channel. Welcome again. This is Gunners Army and this is your home of champions. This is all out there to all Arsenal fans out there. If you have not subscribed, if it's your first time seeing us, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and we'll bring you the latest news in the world of Arsenal. This is the home of champions. This is Gunners Army, and we are bringing you the latest in the world of football, especially Arsenal. And the first news, we all know the drama that is going on. Arsenal wants Julian Alvarez. Barcelona wants him. Atletico doesn't want to sell. Then what do? Right now, Atletico has rejected the bid of over 120 million from Barcelona. And it's likely Arsenal might be in the pole position to sign him. What a game. But the question now is, Arsenal ready to put on the bid to buy Julian Alvarez? Because looking at our team have been so good. Defensively, we are good. Midfield-wise, I would say 50-50, but attack-wise, that's where the problem is. Even the midfield needs to be upgraded because those are one of the things that made us lose that Champions League. And our midfield wasn't that strong. Our midfield wasn't there when we needed them. And that's why, with the look of things, Arsenal are ready to get wonderful strikers, wonderful midfield. Because once we have that defensively, we are solid. Nobody's arguing that. But the midfield, that's where the likes of Yildiz from Juventus, the likes of Barcola, Álvarez, those are players that we really, really need in our team. And no doubt we are going to get them. This Champions League next season, we have to go a step further. And that's the goal of Mikel Arteta and management. And looking at things, this World Cup more or less is slowing things down. But we know they are going to get it. They are going to get something out of it. And let's keep our fingers crossed. And let's see how that's going to go. Is Arsenal going to end up signing Julian Alvarez? Because looking at Julian Alvarez, the way I see it, Atletico doesn't want to sell to a direct rival. Why would they want to sell to Real Madrid? Real Madrid bidded. Why would they want to sell to Barcelona? Those are their rivals, and they can't reinforce their rivals. They might entertain offers from the likes of Arsenal, PSG, but from Real Madrid, Barcelona, that ain't going to work. But for us at Arsenal, I want them to buy this guy. This guy is one of the best. So what are we looking at? What are we waiting for? We need to get this guy. as soon as possible. This is Ghana's Army. If you have any comment, any suggestion, push it in. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Right now, the leagues are down and transfers. That's the top news right now. And most of us as Arsenal fans, that's what we are looking for. We are trying to say what's going to happen. Are we going to get this guy? Are we going to get the top strikers, the best midfielders? Because we have won the league right now. We want to go a step further. That Champions League, that's our main target. Because the way we lost the final, it was so painful. The best attack versus the best defense. But we struggled a little bit, but this time around, we are good. Because just imagine, last 2-3 years, Arsenal has gone from quarterfinals to semi-finals to finals, and who knows? And in the Premier League, we've been going second for a very long time. Last 2-3 seasons, second. No, then it's automatic will become first. This is Ghana's Army. Please subscribe, share your comment. Let us know where you are watching us from. Right now, I'm streaming live from the city of Winnipeg, one of the hottest and at the same time coldest city in Canada. Very funny. Once it's winter, it's extremely cold. Once it's summer, it's extremely hot. But right now, we are really, really behind Arsenal. I've been supporting Arsenal for donkey years right now. And after 22 years, we want something. And this time around, we want to go a step further. We just have to win the Champions League. That's our next target. Nothing more, nothing less. That's our next target, the Champions League. And for you to win the Champions League, you need top-class defense, top-class goalkeeper, top-class attack, top-class midfield. And the question is, what are we lacking at Arsenal right now? Our attack and our midfield, they are not up to par. And we just have to win it. And to win it, we have to buy it. And Arsenal recently been getting some money, winning the the Premier League, getting the finals of the Champions League. I was seeing something that somebody posted recently. I posted it on my account too, that Arsenal got something going to over 800 million in merchandise, in competition wins. Because looking at this year, it has been a success. We got into the finals of the Carling Cup. We got into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. We got into the finals of the Champions League. We won the Premier League. What else can you ask for? All we need to do is go a step further. And this team is a solid team that needs improvement. And that's why we are gunning for the best. Kavashlaya, or how do you pronounce his name, or from PSG, if it's possible, let's get that guy. Bakola, if it's possible, let's get. We can always substitute with some of these guys. On the likes of Martinelli, they've done their best. I'm hearing that Bayern Munich are interested in, what's his name, in Martinelli. So we can make trade-offs like that and get quality players, because that's our next target, winning it. Because our rivals have been on us that now we cannot win anything. This is our time to prove ourselves. And we can't wait to see. So the transfer market is heating up, no doubt. It's heating up badly. And we are keeping our fingers crossed and see who is, because everybody is not sitting down. Chelsea is not sitting down. Manchester United is not sitting down. Liverpool, they are not. Manchester City, everybody is trying as much as possible to improve our team, their team. So this is high time for Arsenal to improve their team also. We want to defend that Premier League, because looking at all other teams, we are the top team. We are winning that and back to back, the Premier League. And for the Champions League, we are going for that. Imagine, for the first time in a long time, unbeaten in the Champions League. And unfortunately, we lost on penalties. Had it been, we won that finals, would have been like a miracle. But all the same, we are it. If you're just joining us, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share this live. This is a channel for the Gunners. If you are friends of Arsenal, you are welcome. If you are haters of Arsenal also, you are welcome. And if you are Arsenal fans, you are welcome. Just like that, it's been an interesting month. And this year is definitely going to be interesting. And one of the reasons why I feel Arsenal should make do with one of the things they need to make do is try as much as possible to get all those players that they need fast, because this World Cup will definitely slow things down, and has been slowing things down. Most players doesn't want to even coaches of some countries don't want to listen to anything. They want full concentration of their players. Then after the World Cup, and before you know it, the World Cup is here. And the World Cup has started, and before you know it, the one is done. There's not more time for training and whatsoever. So that's why I always felt anything that could be done before the World Cup starts on time. And fine enough, by tomorrow, the World Cup starts. And speaking of the World Cup, England manager Thomas Tuchel is saying Bukayo Saka's fitness remains a concern. And looking at Bukayo Saka throughout this season, he hasn't fared that well because of injuries and all sort of, and he didn't play well. One of the reasons why Arsenal was able to win this league was the strength in depth. And that's one thing that is very, very paramount in anything if you want to win any competition. Once somebody is injured, somebody else can slot in. And that's what helped Arsenal. Defense-wise, there were a lot of injuries. Julian Alvarez went on injury. Mosquera was able to slot in. Ben White was able to slot in. When Ben White got injured, they even tested Declarize. A lot of players played, even in the left side, Skelly, Calafiori, Nkape, even though Nkape is a born centre back. And even the central defense, Saliba, Bagrama, Ganales, where they were injured, things were shuffled down. It didn't feel like somebody was missing. But in previous seasons, that was the beginning. Because most of the time, when injury came, that was the beginning of the downfall for Arsenal. That's why we need that strength in the attack. The midfield will need quality. Because at this point, Arsenal are not a joke. We are not a small team. So, but right now, Tuchel says Bukayo Saka is not that fit, and is still concerned. Said Bukayo Saka is managing an Achilles injury. Tuchel confirmed that Saka cannot yet handle a full workload and will need careful management during the tournament. So that means like playing some 30 minutes, playing some 20 minutes, 60 minutes. That's going to be a tough one for England. And for me, before the league starts, things like this should be done and done on time. It means he has to undergo an injury surgery before the tournament starts. There's no stopping him. That's what needs to be done, because we can't continue like this. We can't go through all this, because once the season starts, we are hearing that this one is injured. If not for the World Cup, this would have been an opportunity for everybody to relax, do your what's it called? Do whatever surgery you want to do, or whatever treatment you need to take. But unfortunately, they have to go to the World Cup. So that's why I always say there should be strength in depth. At least in each position, there should be like 2 players who are supposed to miss them. So, in the case of Bukayo Saka, something has to be done. If it means undergoing injury, if it means resting, you just have to manage him and manage him properly. Yeah. And still talking about injuries. We are hearing rumors, news that it's not been confirmed yet. We don't know that Arsenal's medical team, the head doctor, has been sacked and has been replaced by Dr. Zafar, uh, by medicine specialist Arnaldo Abrantes as the new club's head doctor. Following the departure of Dr. Zafar Iqbal. And one of the reasons why he was dropped was the countless injuries, because looking at the league, Arsenal are the second most injury-prone team. I think Tottenham is number one because everybody was just falling like flies. Because at the point in time, everybody was wondering what was going on. Julian Timber injured, Gabriel Magalhaes injured, Saliba injured, Calafiori injured, Bukayo Saka injured, Odegaard injured. At the point everybody was wondering what's going on. Martinelli injured. Everybody was just falling like flies and lots of injuries. What really helped Arsenal this year was that they had backups, quality backups. So the team didn't miss that much. If not, it would have been a disaster. Look at Tottenham. They were almost relegated because lots of their players got injured. So for us now, that was the best thing to do, because some people were saying, you see the training, what exactly was the problem? We don't know. But thank God they've changed the head doctor and they've got another guy. Hopefully things get better. We don't want to hear injuries. We don't want to hear all this in the new season, because this season we must focus. We are going for the Premier League. We are going for the Champions League. We are going for the FA Cup. Everything available. If you are just joining us, this is Gunners Army. It's all about Arsenal news, everything Arsenal. If you have any question, contribution, we would love to hear from you. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on your notification when we drop new videos. This is for the Gunners. It's been a wonderful year for we Gunners, and this new season starting definitely going to be a crazy one. So the doctors have been exchanged, and we'll see how that goes in the new season. Definitely, we don't want to hear injuries, especially those injuries that will take going on for months. Then you begin look at the case of Timber. Maybe if Timber had started in that Champions League final, maybe things would have been different. But just imagine, injured at the point we're thinking, oh, maybe he might play, he might start. At the end of the day, he couldn't start. Now he's missing the World Cup because of injury. So something just has to be done. Good, they are doing away with the doctor. The new doctor comes. Maybe I hear that investigation is still ongoing, because everybody getting injured suddenly. Some people were making fun that maybe the doctor is a Manchester United fan or whatever. But the most important thing is that things needs to be changed. And whatever the problem is, we'll keep our fingers crossed and see. Also, Juventus rejects Arsenal's approach for Kenan Yildiz. I don't know this guy too much. If you know, you let me know in the comment section. Yildiz, we hear that is a very good player. It's Turkish. It's an attacking midfielder. Plays for Juventus. And the club, well, they always say that the club, it depends on if Arsenal are truly interested in him. The club says that the Turkish international is not for sale this summer, and Arsenal has shown interest in him. So we are keeping our fingers crossed, and we'll see what the Arsenal management is going to do if truly they are really interested in this guy. And funny enough, it's no secret that Juventus are in a vulnerable situation this summer financially. As much as they want to upgrade the squad following their 6th place finish in this past season, they won't be able to do so without Champions League football and the financial benefits that come with it. So that means selling names to try and offset some of these losses with what seems like so what I'm thinking that Juventus are trying to do here is make everything look so tough, and then they just increase its price. Don't be surprised when you are hearing, oh, we want him to go for 150 million. They use that stylishly to to offset their losses and whatever. But the most important thing here now, which I'm saying, is Arsenal, if truly they want yield this, go for him and go on hard and try as much as possible to negotiate. Another player that we are hearing, because all these are still rumors that Arsenal are interested in Tino Livramento. He's a fullback. Because looking at Arsenal right now, they are short in the right fullback position. Even in the left fullback, to some extent, they are short. Right fullback, Ben White, Julian Timber, and who else is playing? No. Unfortunately, Ben White is injury prone. I might be leaving anytime soon. Julian Timber also injury prone. They just have to reinforce that. And on the left side, Calafiori, even Skelly that has been playing the left back, he's not been seen enough opportunities. Now he has been shifted to the midfielder where he's doing perfectly well. So the question now is, and Hincapi, who is plays in the left, he's a center back. So right back, we need someone there. Left back, we need reinforcement there. In the midfield, no doubt, we need the reinforcement there. Left wing, that's number one priority. And the right wing, we have Noni. Some people are saying, oh, maybe they should sell Noni, Bukayo Saka. Let's watch this season how he performs. Who knows? Maybe he's going down the drain. Who knows? We don't know what I can say. But the left wing needs reinforcement. No doubt. It needs reinforcement. So with Livramento, hear that Arsenal are keen to sign him this summer, and they are prepared to do whatever it takes to complete the transfer. But this time, all these things, I just see them until it becomes official. And I think the market will be opening, I think the 15th. I'm not too sure. That the transfer market will be opening on the 15th. And so Arsenal really needs to do a lot of reinforcement. There's no waiting till the last moment because that will spell disaster if you have to wait till the last moment. You know that. If you're just joining us, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit that like button, share, comment. Let's know where you are watching us from. And this is Gunners Army. And thanks for the subscription. We are targeting 5,000 subscribers for now. That's our next goal. And we are on the upward trajectory. So, still talking on Arsenal news. Arsenal legend Ray Parlour, he has called for two major signings. Arsenal legend Ray Parlour believes the Gunners should strengthen their attack by targeting Julian Alvarez and Kishka Kvaratskhelia as they look to defend their Premier League. Yeah, because looking at Arsenal is not a small team. Forget Arsenal. Arsenal is not a small team right now. So we need to go for the best in class. That's what we need right now. So we can't just sit down, lay back, and say, we can't get that. Let's go for them. Because if you want to look at Real Madrid, they buy the best in class, and that's why they are the highest winning team of the Champions League. What do you expect? Because they look for the best in class, and to be able to do that, you go for it. But at times I just wonder, where do these guys get their money from? Crazy. So we keep our fingers crossed. And just like I said, because that's Kvaratskhelia, that's because I was looking at him at the Champions League when we played against PSG. Quality player. Quality player was Kvaratskhelia. So I don't see what's stopping us now from getting him. And I still don't see what's. So according to Repalo, that makes sense because we want to defend the Premier League. We want to win the champions because that's our next goal. Let's go for the best in class. And I was hearing some discussions about Vinicius Junior. Some are saying his wages are too expensive. How we can't sign him? There's nothing stop us. We can sign, but truly the wages are high. But it's just about negotiation. Just imagine having Kvaratskhelia or Vinicius Junior on the left wing side, having Bukayo Saka on the right, a fully fit Bukayo Saka, Gyökeres up front. The midfield, that's another place where I really, really needs to improve. We need to look for solid Akate. Yildiz of Juventus. Let's try that guy out. Because to win something, you have to spend. You have to spend a lot. So there's no just sitting back and expecting that by luck. Because had it been, we had this wonderful midfield at that Champions League final. Oh my God. We would have beaten PSG. PSG, a very, very solid side. So what do you expect? So we need to put everything in place, and because this Premier League, because it's been 22 years, man, 22 years. Then we have to win everything possible. If Barcelona could, Manchester City could do it within 10 years under Pep Guardiola, we can do it also. This should be a year of domination. At least for the next 5 years, Arsenal should be dominating the Premier League because the way we are playing with the standard on ground, I don't see anybody beating us. Chelsea doesn't even know what they're going to do. Before you know it, you hear they'll be sacking Xabi Alonso. Manchester United, those ones, to me, they don't look serious. Manchester City, with Pep gone, they're going to be a force, but they won't be something to be scared of. Pep is gone because arguably one of the best managers you can have in your team, one of the best managers around. So, what do you expect? So, good one. We are waiting. We are waiting for those purchases. Definitely, the purchases are going to be crazy. So, Arsenal, put more effort. And looking at the goings out, there are a lot of players that we just need to take out of that team. Some people have been saying like Ben White, he's leaving. He needs to be sold. Martinelli, Trossard, to me, even Odegaard, he needs to go. Kai Havertz. Well, we can still keep Kai Havertz. We can still keep Kai Havertz as a backup. But we need more midfielders there. Martinelli, give way. Trossard, give way. Those guys can give way for new guys coming in. Because we can't continue if we want to win the Premier League. Is possible because with what we had, we won the Premier League. But we are gunning for the Champions League. And that's what we need to do. Get the best in class. Morgan Rogers, I too wants that guy. There's nothing wrong in getting that guy. Not bad. If you are just joining us, this is Gunners Army. This is an Arsenal fan channel. Lovers of Arsenal, haters of Arsenal, you all are welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share. Turn on your notification because this is home of the Gunners. And we talk about Gunners. No tournament right now. The leagues are ending. But the biggest news right now is the transfer market. And we'll be talking about all Arsenal fans in the all Arsenal players at the World Cup. And today, England are currently playing a World Cup warm-up match against Costa Rica. And Declan Rice, a gunner, scored a beautiful goal for them. Belgium played Tunisia, and Trossard, as a gunner, scored. Brazil played a friendly also against Egypt, and Martinelli also appeared. A lot of gunners will be at the World Cup. I think about 16 of them will be at the World Cup. For France, we have William Saliba. And William Saliba, we are hearing that he might undergo surgery after the World Cup. I just hope it's not going to be for a very long time, because after the World Cup ends July, and if France should get into the finals, that's like, I think it's July 19th, and the league starts August 22. Community starts August 16. So more or less like less than a month. Well, when that time comes, but mine is everybody who is injured should be healed before the Premier League starts, because another round of bantering is going to start. And this is our period of domination. We have to defend the Premier League successfully. We have to defend it successfully. So, fingers crossed, and we'll see how that's going to play out. If you are just joining us, this is Gunners Army. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like button. Share our video. All Gunners out there, because this has been one of the biggest year for the Gunners. And this is the Champions channel. And we are talking everything about the champions. Everything else now. Transfers, news, score lines, everything. The World Cup starts, and the World Cup will be, at least for the next 1 month, will be taking prominence. That World Cup will be number one right now. And everybody is fully focused on the World Cup. And lots of Gunners are there. So we're keeping our fingers crossed and watching them. And we'll see how they fare. And definitely, a lot of them are going to perform. And my prayer is, I don't want any Gunner to come back injured, because that's the scariest part. If they are back injured, that would be like a disaster for our season. And so we'll be keeping our fingers crossed, and at least this is an opportunity. Julian Timber is not going to the World Cup. I'm going to rest and heal for the against, because I remember his first season, because I think this guy, is he injury prone, or what exactly is the problem? I remember his first season at Arsenal. He was his first game, first season, he got injured and he was out for the rest of the season. So, because this time around, all eyes will be on Arsenal. Everybody is ready for Arsenal, because with their set piece and everything, they will be coming for us. And this why all hands should be on deck and get ready for the new season. Get the best in class. I repeat, the best in class. So this is not time to go look for. There was a time I was hearing well, maybe they will still buy him. Jeremy Monga, 16 years. Oh my God, this is not what we are looking for. We want quality players. Well, they can still buy him, loaning out for the future, but let's remain focused and struggle to win something, because definitely Just have to defend. We've not won this in a long time. I think Manchester City won it 3 straight seasons. So what's stopping us from winning it 3 straight seasons? Like some people would say, Manchester City doesn't have 2 heads. It's just 1 head. So we are gunning for that. So anybody who's injured must be healed and should be healed fast. Good. The former doctor has been moved on because what exactly is the problem? Players getting injured unnecessarily, just getting injured just like that. Out of nowhere, they get injured. There's nothing wrong in getting injured. They are gone, and you hear they are gone for a month, 2 months, 4 months. What exactly is the problem? Cheers. This is drink for winning the Premier League after 22 years. I remember those years supporting Arsenal. Oh my God, it's been crazy. Been a crazy, crazy one. If you are just joining us, please, it doesn't cost anything. Please just hit that subscribe button. Like, turn on your notification. We drop videos every day. Talk about Arsenal. It's all about Arsenal. Nothing more, nothing less. So the new doctor coming in, I hear it's a former Olympic star, and well, he knows what he's doing. If he doesn't know, they won't employ him. Definitely, bring him in for a reason. So he's former Olympic sprinter Arnaldo Abrantes, and he has emerged as the top candidate to become Arsenal's new first-team doctor. Well, it's still rumor, but it's going to be confirmed. Hopefully, the best. It was revealed on Monday that head doctor Zafar Iqbal had left the club following an injury-riddled season. Of course, because I didn't understand why everybody was just dropping like flies. At the point we were just waiting. Once any Arsenal player falls down, everybody's waiting. Injury. Said Dr. Iqbal has been with Arsenal since February 2024. That's 2 years plus, but called it quits following a meeting with the club officials last week. The Telegraph now claims that ex-Olympian Abrantes is poised for the job. Abrantes is understood to have left his most recent position as the head of medical services at Aston Villa. So he is conversant with the Premier League. He's not new to the Premier League. So what do you expect? So there's nothing wrong. The Abrantes is understood to have left his most recent position as the head of medical service at Aston Villa at the end of the Premier League season. The 39-year-old who competed at the 2008 and 2012 Olympic Games has also worked for Nottingham Forest as head of performance. Okay, good. At least he's not a player, he's a doctor. So as long as he's able to manage them well. His imminent arrival follows the appointment of Spanish physio Joaquin Acedo, who has been tasked with investigating the recent injury crisis. Despite winning the Premier League for the first time in 22 years, this time the Gunners have been plagued by injury issues. Yeah. Bukayo Saka, Ricardo Calafiori, Martin Odegaard, Noni Madueke, Julian Timber are among the players who have been forced to miss several months of action. That's the annoying part. Missing several months. Timber has even been forced to withdraw from the Netherlands national team ahead of World Cup due to an ongoing injury that refuses to heal. Just imagine. So it's good. Something needs to be done about that, about the injuries, and it must be done fast. This is a new season. We don't want to start again because even from the previous season, those injuries have not even healed yet. Some Arsenal players are still nursing injuries, which are not, maybe they are hiding because of the World Cup. And as soon as the World Cup is over, then you see them falling like flies. Just imagine Bukayo Saka, our star boy, went missing on the finals, not knowing that he was nursing Achilles injury. So just like Arsenal are getting new players, something has to be done about all this. What do we call it now? All these injuries and what have you, because it's just becoming ridiculous, just becoming so annoying. No, ju- just pray don't get all those injuries, and all those injuries are healed completely. Just have to be healed. So Arsenal summer is already heating up, no doubt. Yeah. And one thing with Arsenal is that Arsenal are the type of team that don't talk much about what their plans are, what they are trying to do. They like playing hide and seek, and they don't want to reveal their plans. Mine is they should do the best thing, get the best players, and let's make this season a new one, a good one. So, in summary, if you are just joining us, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Please, just doesn't cost anything. Give us that subscription, hit that like button, share, comment. It goes a long way. And in summary, Arsenal summer is up and running. According to report, Bukayo Saka is still managing Achilles injury ahead of the World Cup. How it's going to fare, still waiting to see how that's going to play out. While the Gunners are reportedly close to appointing a new head doctor, talked about, we don't know. Juventus have rejected the Arsenal's approach for Yildiz. Well, if Arsenal are really, really interested, they will fall. They are just playing games. And also, we are hearing that Arsenal remain interested in Newcastle defender Tino Livramento. And club legends have said Arsenal should sign Julian Alvarez and Kvaratskhelia. We'll keep our fingers crossed and see how that plays out. That's been our update for Arsenal. Thanks for watching. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. And don't forget to share. It goes a long way. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you on my next video.
I feel like jumping in your blanket. I feel like climbing in your cave. Your flesh attracts me like a magnet. Your cunning traps me like a cage. And just for once I wish we'd stop and smell the roses, instead of dreaming of things we miss. Elysian fields could be right under our noses, and rapture